Will they take my house?
No, they won't necessarily take your house, but they can. And so that might be a reason to not file a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, is the fact that you wouldn't be able to keep your house. It works like this. Bankruptcy law is kind of complicated in the sense that it's federal law, but state law also has an effect on it. Most people know that there's something called federal supremacy, where the federal law trumps everything else. But the federal law in the case of bankruptcy is written so that it takes into consideration various things in state law, such as the exemptions that have been passed by the state legislature of every state. In California, where I practice bankruptcy law, the exemptions are set by the state legislature, and there are particular exemptions for what are called homesteads. Now it works like this. Let's say, let's say that you owe $250,000 on your house, and your house is only worth $225,000. Well, guess what? You don't own anything. All you have is a debt. They can't take that away from you. You keep that debt. And as long as you make the payment after the bankruptcy, you'll get to keep the house. And there's no exemption that you even need to claim. But let's say, on the other hand, that your house is worth $850,000, and all you owe on it is $775,000. Well, let's see, what's the difference? 850 to 775, that's $75,000 of equity that you have in the house. There's an exemption in the California laws that apply to bankruptcies in the California bankruptcy districts, and that exemption is $75,000 of equity in a house if you're a single person, up to $100,000 if you're living there with a member of your family, or $175,000 if you're blind, disabled, or over 65, or if you're a low earner earning only $15,000 and you're over 55 years old, you get the $175,000 exemption. And if you're over 55 and you're married, you get a $20,000, and are earning only $20,000 rather, you get the $175,000 exemption. Now, these exemptions are complicated, and you'll probably want to talk in detail to our office about what those exemptions are, which you can do by just giving us a call at 858-793-7636, or you can call us at 888 fair price, and we'll answer the phone and try to help you with the problem, schedule you in for a free initial consultation, and explain all the issues about exemptions. But the general rule is that you ought to be able to keep your house in any bankruptcy that we would file for you, because we're not going to file a bankruptcy for you that's going to make you lose your equity in your real estate. We'll talk to you about it and try and figure that out for you, so that you either won't file if you're going to lose your equity in your real estate, or that you can claim the exemption that you're allowed to claim under California law and United States bankruptcy law.